Hi and welcome to Falcon Technology. My name's Chris and today we're going to show you the new FALCON EVO mobile 5G system. One of our customers has arrived. He's looking for a solar installation, but whilst he's here he's decided to take a look at adding internet and doesn't want to start drilling any holes on his new van. So this is a perfect solution for him. This is a 5G system, which is a 5G antenna with a 5G router, but of course 5G is not everywhere right now, so this system will drop down to a 4G service. So if there's only 4G available, now you've got 4G, but you are ready for 5G when 5G arrives. What we're going to do now is show you the bits and pieces that's in the kit. So let's get it open. So let's take a look at the kit. The EVO 5G Mobile Deluxe comes with its own carry case. Opening it up, we have in here, first and foremost, is the antenna. Now, the antenna is IP66 rated. That means it's waterproof, so you can leave it out in the rain. And it comes with 4 meters of cable with a Velcro strap around it, like so. Some of the time you're only going to literally need to pass it through the window and plug it into the router, which could be local to the point where you put the antenna, so therefore you might only need 1 or 2 meters. So you can Velcro up the remaining part and then manage your cables better, plugging this directly into your router. On other occasions you might want to reposition the router to maybe get better signal, so then you might want to use the whole extension of the 4 meter cable to put it further down your Caravan or your motorhome. With that then, we've got different fixings for the antenna. We've got a suction cup, and the suction cup can be mounted either on the back and then it can just literally be sucked on the side of a window, or you can mount it on the base. And we've done this in the past where we've passed it through the window on the roof and then stuck it to the window on the roof and closed the window. Or alternatively, you might want to use a magnet fixing, and the magnet fixing is, or can be, fixed on the back again or on the base, like so. So again, if you had a panel van or a metal van, then it's also got a felt covering on this, so it's not going to scratch the bodywork of the vehicle. Or you might want to put it on the bonnet of your van in exactly the same way. Again, positioning it on its back or on its base. So now with the antenna, we also then have in the kit our router. And in this particular router, we have a 5G router. Now the Deluxe comes with the option of 4 routers. We have 2 5G and we have 2 4G systems. The antenna in all kits is a 5G antenna, but based on your budget and based on your desire, a 4G system will then deliver up to 150 megabits per second or 300 megabits per second. But then when we go into 5G, then it can go up to 1800 megabits per second or 1.8 gig. So also in the kit we get this little docking station, and the docking station is a magnet base which has got self-adhesive on it, and what we're doing is a metal plate on the back of the router. This gives us the option to pick and choose where we would like to position our router. So we're looking for a power point, so there's a power point over here, like so. So what we're going to do is we're then going to peel this off, and then we can apply this to the area where we would want our router to be positioned. So, like so. And now, this is near a window, which is going to be perfect to be able to position our antenna. So now we've got our router positioned, now we're going to need to power it up. So we go to our USB cable, and also in the kit we have the options of power adapters for USB And in this unit over here, we have our 12 volt adapter, or we have our mains adapter. And of course the 12 volt then goes to 2 USBs if there is no 12 USB sockets. But in this particular instance, we're going to use our mains adapter. So the mains adapter now with the USB cable, we undo this, and this is C-type, and all these magnets are in whichever kit you look to purchase, whether it's the 4G or the 5G. So now what we're going to do is power the unit up like so, put the mains feed in like this, and now we're going to be energized, and then all we need to do is get amplified. So now getting the router, I'm just going to pick the suction cup like so, and open up the window, pass the antenna through the window, give myself a little bit of slack of cable, I'm now just going to plug the antenna to the router. Now some people have got these routers already but without the plugs in them. The problem is relying on the internal antennas only doesn't get you good signal when the router's inside the van, but in this case the antenna's outside the van. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put power from here to the router. Now switch that on, and now we're going to position the antenna. Put that there, like so. Now we've got the antenna outside the van, collecting signal through the cable, delivering signal to the router, giving us boosted connectivity. But should we test it and find that the router speed is not as good as we'd like it to be, we've got plenty of cable here now to move that antenna and position it maybe down this side of the van, or we could put the magnet base on it and then we could position it on the bonnet on the van. So you've got the flexibility to be able to position your antenna to collect the best signal without drilling a hole. So that's a 5G antenna outside, 5G router inside. But have a look on the website and you will see the different routers available to you. 4G, 150 megabits, 300 megabits, or 5G, 1.8 gigabytes or 3.6. Right, okay, so let's just close the window now. So with the cable through the window, it has a rubber seal that goes round like so. So the cable absorbs in the rubber window, nice, neat, and it still allows us to close those windows as they were before. But now the antenna's outside getting signal for our docking station, and we now have our boosted internet system allowing us to browse, stream, be connected where connection is poor. So SIM cards is a common question when talking about internet. And unfortunately, yes, we need a SIM card. Although it's in the air, sadly it's not from God. It's from Vodafone or from O2 or EE. So we need a SIM card. Now, the SIM card slot here is easily accessible, and in the kit you also get a little pin remover like that. So if you want to, you can pop that in and open up the SIM tray, but you can also use this to open up the SIM tray on your phone. So if there's two of you and two of you have got mobile phones and maybe one's got a SIM card in there with unlimited data on there, and if you're on holiday and you only need one phone, then take the SIM out of your phone, open up the SIM tray and pop it in there. However, if that's not convenient, then pick a SIM card up from a supermarket online, easy pay-as-you-go SIM card, and these are then not being charged on a monthly basis. EE is a very popular SIM card, and with that then you can top it up when you're going camping. So pay as you go camping. put 50 gig of data on there, and the cost of that is approximately £20. For those people wanting to understand what gigabytes mean, when watching TV, you're approximately using or streaming about 1 gigabyte an hour. So on 50 gigabytes, yes, you've got 50 hours of streaming. When you're emailing and browsing, then your data usage is much smaller. So SIM cards taken care of. Now, often is the case, people ask the question, if I was to go to Europe, will this work? Will it work in France? Yes, it will work in all of Europe. And yes, you can take your SIM card from the UK, but you will have to check the terms and conditions of your roaming policy with your provider. If you're going to Europe for some time, maybe it might be worthwhile you going into a local supermarket, picking up a local SIM card, pay-as-you-go SIM card, and now you would be paying local rates. So an unlocked router means it's unlocked to all networks, so you can pick and choose whoever you wish to use as a provider. The router itself is a portable router. So the advantage of that, it also has a lithium battery inside of here. So should we want to use this outside of our van in our day-to-day life, we could then carry this without the need of an antenna if the signal around us is good. It's got built-in internal antennas. We only need to amplify the collective gain on this when we go to the countryside and the signal is weak. So if we are, for example, in an environment where signal is good, but we are looking for an internet connection, then take your router. It could be for the kids in the car whilst driving up and down the motorway, so they've got a hotspot they can connect to. It might be the case you might need it for work, and you can put this in your laptop case and you can use it in a meeting where internet's not available, or on the train. But then when it's a case that you want to boost it, that is when you're going to use your portable antenna and plug your antenna to your internal connections, and therefore now amplifying the collective gain of the router by the use of the FALCON 5G antenna.